Back live with you, everyone. Welcome. We got another matchup for you. This will be series number 102, and it is another interesting matchup from baseball past and a more modern team. As always, using the game engine of the Park Baseball 20. So let's go ahead without further ado and introduce our teams. We have the 1940 New York Yankees. Dominant era for the Yankees, of course, starting from the 20s all the way to the early 60s. Championship and pennants, it seemed like almost every year, but actually 1940 wasn't one of those years. They finished third in the AL. They were 3 games out. Cleveland took the pennant, and the Yanks were left out, to everyone's surprise. They finished 88 and 66, but a lot of talent and Hall of Famers still on the roster. First and foremost, Joe DiMaggio, who was in his absolute prime, hitting .352 with 133 RBI, struck out only 30 times, OPS of 1.05. DiMaggio, right before his 1941 dream season, was doing it all in 1940 as well, and one of the greatest superstars in the game and legends of the game will be on display in this series. Along with DiMaggio, we got Bill Dickey, who didn't have a good year hitting-wise, but Dickey always a force. 33 years old, the Hall of Famer, worked with the staff very well. Joe Gordon, 281, 103 RBIs, scored 112 runs. Gordon, an excellent second baseman coming into his own. Along with that, you might recognize Red Rolfe, who hit 250. George Selkirk, 32 years old, hit 269 with 71 RBIs. And Frankie Crosetti only hit 194 in his 145 games, so not a good season for the most part. And Tommy Heinrich, at 27 years old, is a dependable bat on the bench. Maybe he'll even start with 28 doubles and 10 home runs. Pitching-wise, we have Red Ruffin, getting up there in age, 15 and 12. 3.38 ERA, he got the most starts, but Marius Russo, 14 and 8 with a great 3.28 ERA. He might have had the best season of all. Yankee pitchers, Bud Chandler, Mark Brewer, Monty Pearson, pretty balanced staff, pretty flexible use here by McCarthy. He didn't overuse anybody or too much really on his staff, and balanced out a number of starts from a number of players. Even Lefty Grove was on this roster, but he only got into 9 games and got hit pretty well. So the legendary Yankee team, maybe in one of their off years, will be facing a more modern side, the 2010 Colorado Rockies, who were 83 and 79, finished third in the NL West. The Rockies, still a winning record, and Todd Helton was 36, slowing down quite a bit at 256, 37 RBIs in his 118 games of work. His power pretty much seemed to be leaving here in his final years, and picked up by the likes of Troy Tulowitzki, who hit 27 homers, hit 315, 95 RBIs, too low in his prime, and Carlos Gonzalez. Definitely an incredible season. He hit 34 homers, 117 RBIs, but also hit 336, scoring 111 runs. Dexter Fowler, Ian Stewart, some other stars on the team. But it was Cargo who really was the power, along with Tulo, of that offense. Ubaldo Jimenez, an outstanding year, 19 and 8 with 2.88 ERA. Over 200 innings. He struck out 214 men. Back when Ubaldo was good, yes, he was once upon a time, dominating the National League here with the 19 and 8 season. Gets thin after Ubaldo. Jason Hamill, 10 and 9. Chachin was 9 and 11 with a decent ERA. Aaron Cook got 23 starts. Jorge De La Rosa got 20 starts, and Houston Street with 20 saves was the closer. So beyond Jimenez, maybe some issues, but what Rocky team didn't have issues or doesn't have issues pitching at Coors Field? So it'll be very interesting to see the Yankees of the 40s, 1940 to be specific, see how they do at Coors Field with their great offense, but also see if the Rockies can impress and make some noise here. We've seen the Yankee teams of there struggle a little bit, although for the most part they've survived, and we haven't seen any of their great teams yet. But in any case, our series is ready to go. I think it's an interesting one, a good one as always. Best of 7. We'll start at Yankee Stadium. Game 1. Of course, Ubaldo Jimenez will take the mound for the Rockies against Marius Russo for the Yankees. Rockies versus Yankees here. Game 1. We'll head out to 1940 in old Yankee Stadium to start this series. So we'll head out here. Here's a nice panoramic view of Yankee Stadium in 1940. Just beautiful. We will get a little closer for the action, and we'll pick it up top of the second with Troy Tulowitzki facing Marius Russo. Nobody on to lead off the inning. Tulo will line this one deep to center. That ball will get down. A lot of room back here in Yankee Stadium. Over DiMaggio's head. And a double for Tulowitzki. That ball hammered. DiMaggio does a good job of getting it back in. Really no chance on that ball. But we'll take things now to Ian Stewart with Olivo on first. Same inning, 2 men on. And Olivo will hit this one in the hole. Gordon will go the hard way. And a turn, and indeed it is a double play. Gordon with a magnificent play in the hole, turning his body, throwing this short. And the relay happens. So a beautiful double play for the Yanks to get out of this frame. We'll move to the 4th now. Seth Smith with Tulowitzki on first. Nobody out. And Smith is going to drop this into left for a single. So the Rockies, 1st and 2nd here. Nobody out. Miguel Olivo back up there. And Olivo will go to first. That'll get through, however. So bases loaded here. Nobody out. The Rockies in a big spot here. Big opportunity for Ian Stewart. Yankees will concede the run. This is lined to center, however. That'll get through. So the Rockies will break out in front here 1-0 as the hit parade continues in the 4th inning. Here's Todd Helton now in a big spot. Helton will go to second. That's going to get through, however. 2 runs are going to score. It's 3-0 Colorado. Helton, who had only 37 RBIs all year, drives in 2 with 1 swing of the bat. 3-0 Colorado. They put him up in the 4th inning. We're in the bottom of the 5th now with Bill Dickey facing Jimenez, who's pitching quite well, but his control seems to have lost him a little bit here. 1 out, 2 on. Red Rolf, the pitcher, at the plate. And Rolf strikes out. Not a big surprise there. McCarthy lets the pitcher bat. And Babe Dahlgren now has a chance. We're in the bottom of the 7th. This is a base hit. Runner moving the 3rd. Here comes the throw. It's going to be late by Gonzalez. Heinrich gets in the 3rd. So the Yankees have finally a rally they can hope for here. They got runners on the corner for Bill Dickey and nobody out. Infield's coming in. Octavio Dotel is coming in relief. And there's a base hit. Dickey comes through. That'll score the first Yankee run. The parade continues for the Yanks, and it's 3-1 now after the Dickey single. Dotel now has to face Rolf. Rolf goes up the middle. There's a base hit. That's going to get through. So it is now 3-2. George Selkirk now at the plate. He has a chance to continue. Still nobody out in this inning. Selkirk goes to short. Played by Tulowitzki. Relay to first is going to be in time. A double play there. Nice play by Tulowitzki. Dickey on the 3rd base. And Crosetti has a chance now to try to tie this game. But he takes strike 3. So Dotel gets out of the threat here in the 7th, but did allow 2 runs. And this is a run-run game now as we move to the 8th inning. Dexter Fowler facing Marv Brewer. And Fowler's going to single here to left field. So a 1-out hit by Dexter Fowler is going to put runners on first and second for Melvin Mora. And this is hit to short. Play is going to be made at second. Relay by Gordon. Double play, 6-4-3 for the Yanks. Crosetti gets it started. Game remains 3-2 here as Charlie Keller leads off the bottom of the 8th against Rafael Betancourt. And there's a strikeout, so Betancourt comes through. Here's Joe Gordon, 2 outs. Gordon will line this one right to the shortstop. Nice play by Tulowitzki. We move to the 9th inning now, fans. It's still 3-2 Rockies. Johnny Murphy facing Carlos Gonzalez here in the 9th. And Cargo is going to lace a single to right. Base hit for him with nobody out. Now 1 out for Seth Smith. Murphy watching Gonzalez closely at first base. But we'll move now to the bottom of the 9th. Houston Street in the close. A 1-run lead. Tommy Heinrich at the plate. Nobody out. Let's see if Street can close the door. This is hit into right field for a single. The 7th Yankee hit and a great start here in the 9th. Dave Dahlgren now at the plate. Let's see if he tries to move the runner. But Dahlgren does something else. He actually singles up the middle. Here comes Heinrich to third. Here comes the throw. They're going to get him. Yes, sir. Fowler with a beautiful throw. Heinrich took the gamble, and he paid for it. Great defensive play by Fowler, rushing that hit. And the Yankees seem to have run themselves in a big hole here. It would have been first and second, but Heinrich took the risk. Didn't pay off. Here's Bill Dickey now. Dickey's going to go to Tulowitzki. That's 1. Relay to first. Not in time. Dickey will beat it out. So 1 final chance for Red Rolf. 2 outs. Street on the mound. And this is hit to center, but it's going to be caught. Fowler's coming over. He's got it. Colorado takes game 1, 3-2. A 3-run 4th inning is good enough to upset the Yankees here in game 1 of this series. Ubaldo Jimenez pitched well and got the win. 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. Marius Russo went 5, but it did allow the 3. Babe Dahlgren 2 for 3 with a run. And Houston Street came on and closed the door in the 9th, and a big gamble there, and nice play by Dexter Fowler in the inning to quench a Yankee rally that might have been. So that'll do it for game 1. Surprise result here as Colorado takes the opener, but a long way to go as we move to game 2. Jason Hamill against Tiny Bonham in game 2 from Yankee Stadium. The Yanks facing a less formidable pitcher. Let's see if they can rally some offense, or will Colorado come through again? So let's head out to Yankee Stadium. Here we go with game 2. Top of the first inning to lead off this game's Dexter Fowler against Tiny Bonham. Fowler and the Rockies looking to win their 2nd game here at Yankee Stadium. And he hits it to past the first baseman. That's going to be a double for Fowler, maybe more. Fowler looking for 3rd. He's going to have a triple here to lead off the ball game. What a start for the Rockies. Dexter Fowler with a triple. Let's see if they can get him home. Carlos Gonzalez up there with 1 out. And Gonzalez will hit it to second. Gordon makes the play, but the run's going to score, and the Rockies go up 1-0 in this ball game. RBI for Carlos Gonzalez. Bottom third, here's Frankie Crosetti with pitcher on first base. Nobody out. And this one's lifted to left. That ball's going to get all the way to the wall. Crosetti's going to have a double, and the pitcher, Bonham, will stop at third. So, second and third with nobody out for Charlie Keller. Keller hits it to second. Play's going to be made there. But the Yankees are going to tie this game. Bonham scores. And DiMaggio now up there with one out against Hamill. DiMaggio hits it to short. Tulo makes the play. It'll be made, but a run will score on this play as well. DiMaggio will get an RBI, and the Yankees with 2 ground outs take the lead 2-1. We'll move to the 5th. Jonathan Herrera up there with Helton on first and 1 out. Herrera goes the other way. He'll single. So first and second here for the Rockies in the 5th. Here's the pitcher, Jason Hamill. He puts down a bunt. That play's going to be made at first. They'll get him. Runners advance. Second, third for Colorado. 2 outs. And Fowler up here, who tripled in the first inning. Fowler goes to second. Misplay by Gordon. He won't be able to make it. Gordon tried to make the play quickly with Fowler's speed, but he makes the error, and the Rockies will tie this game at 2 and have a chance for more as Seth Smith now at the plate. Smith will hit this one to center, way back there. That's going to get down. So the air opens up the floodgates here. It's a triple for Smith, and 2 runs are going to score. 4-2 Rockies. Fowler comes in, Smith with the triple, and here's Gonzalez. He hits it deep, way back there. That's going to get down. More runs for the Rockies, a double for Gonzalez. 4 runs put up in the inning. The Gordon error coming back really to kill the Yankees. All the runs are unearned. We'll move bottom of the 5th. Maggio up there with the man on second. And DiMaggio rips one in the left. This will get a run in. DiMaggio's second RBI with a double. So 5-3. The Yankees try to make a comeback here, trying to avoid falling behind in this series 2-0. Here's Tommy Heinrich. And Heinrich will go up the middle. That'll get through. DiMaggio's going to round third. He's going to try to beat the throw. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Head first slide. 5-4. The Yankees put another run on the board with the Heinrich hit. Here's Dahlgren. Dahlgren hits it to center. That ball's going to drop. So the Yankees continue a 2-out rally here. Hamill having all types of trouble. Bill Dickey now at the plate in the big spot. Dickey will go up the middle. That play's going to be made by Tulowitzki. He'll beat the runner to the bag. The Yankees get 2 back, and it's 5-4 here at Yankee Stadium. We move to the 6th. Monty Pearson facing Miguel Olivo with nobody out. This is shot up the middle. Runner moving the 3rd. The Rockies bats continue to impress as Yankee pitching hasn't done the job. 9-4, you can see the Rockies have completely opened things up here in Game 2. George Selkirk at the plate. Selkirk will go to left. That ball will drop in. So with nobody out, New York has runners first and second. Here's Red Rolf. Rolf rips one to right. That'll be caught, however, right at Gonzalez. Ball was tattooed, but the batter's there. Crosetti now runners on the corners, 2 outs. There's ball 4. So the base is loaded. La Rosa has come in to face Charlie Keller with 2 outs. Keller goes into the gap. That ball's going to drop in there. In the left center. Let's see if he clears the bases. He will. It's going to be a triple for Keller in the spacious outfield. The Yankees put up 3 here. It is 9-7. They're trying to make a run here against Colorado, get back in this game, and they're doing just that. Here comes DiMaggio. So Bentoncourt in there, fans on their feet as DiMaggio represents the tying run. 2 outs. And DiMaggio will lift this one to right. Going over Gonzalez, he'll have it. So the Yankees get 3 back, but they're still trailing 9-7. Bases loaded now here in the 9th. Dexter Fowler at the plate. Colorado about to break it open again. This one's up the middle with the infield in. 1 run in. 10-7 now as Fowler gets a base hit with 1 out. The Yankee pitching just not good enough here today. We move bottom of the 9th. Dave Dahlgren up there with 2 outs. Houston Street in to get his second save of the series. He gets a strike 3 looking. Street with the great job closing it out. But more than that, it was the Rockies bats who did it again in game 2. 2-0, the surprising series lead for the Rockies. Todd Helton had 4 runs scored in this game. Dexter Fowler 3 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Charlie Keller 4 RBIs for the Yankees, but 2 crucial errors by New York allowed Colorado to extend those middle innings. They scored 4 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. Houston Street gets the save. Jason Hamill the win. And yes, sir, the Rockies come out and win the first 2 games at Yankee Stadium, surprising and stunning the favorites. But remember, those Rockies are a winning team. They're not any kind of a slouch. So them performing well shouldn't be a complete surprise. The series, however, still has a lot more road to go. We'll move now to the great state of Colorado, where Spud Chandler for the Yankees will try to stop the bleeding against Julius Chachin for the Rockies. Game 3 coming up. Will New York make a series of it, or do the Rockies have their number? Let's go live for the action. To Coors Field for game number 3. El Olivo with 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd and the man on. And Olivo will go to right into the corner. This might score a run. Runner around in 3rd. Olivo has an RBI double. The Rockies get out on top here in game number 3. We'll move to the 3rd. I'm sorry, we're still in the bottom of the 2nd. Jonathan Herrera now at the plate. Herrera will line a single to right. That'll get down. Run's going to score. 2-0 Rockies. They build on their lead here in the 2nd inning. Herrera with an RBI. Here's Olivo again, bottom of the 4th. And Olivo goes deep to left. This ball is way back, and it is gone. Miguel Olivo, a long home run to left. 4-0 Rockies. 3 RBIs for the Rockies catcher. Up of the 5th. Bill Knickerbocker facing Chachin. 2 men on. Knickerbocker will line a single to center. This is going to plate a run for the Yankees. They get on the board here 4-1 on a Knickerbocker single. Rossetti now at the plate. Rossetti lines a single left. Here comes the throw of the plate. And the play is late. It is safe as Rolf is safe at the plate. Rossetti with an RBI. It's 4-2. Here comes Charlie Keller as the Yankees continue to climb back. Keller hits it to second, and there's a misplay. Herrera with an error at second base. With only 1 out now, the Yankees will have the bases loaded for DiMaggio. A big mistake by Herrera. Bases loaded for Joe D. And there is ball 4. DiMaggio walks in a run. Chachin in all kinds of trouble here. It is 4-3 now as New York has turned this game around. Joe Gordon up there with only 1 out. Gordon will go to second. Play's going to be made at first. Relay is late at first. I should say the play's made at home to prevent a run from scoring. So 2 outs now for Heinrich. Bases loaded. Heinrich goes deep to right. This has got a chance. It might be. It could be. It is a grand slam for Heinrich. Tommy Heinrich, a bases clearing grand slam here in the 5th inning. It is 7 runs for the Yankees, just what they needed here in the inning. Bottom of the 5th now. Oral Hildenbrand on in relief. Here's ball 4 to Gonzalez. So with nobody out, the Rockies trying to now make a rally of their own. Tulowitzki at the plate. Tulowitzki goes into the hole. That's played by the shortstop. Relay to first. Double play by the Yankees. Very nicely turned. 6-4-3. So we'll move to the 6th now. Red Rolf up there against Jorge De La Rosa. And Rolf goes deep to right. This might leave the yard. It does leave Coors Field. 2-run homer off of De La Rosa for Rolf. Yankees extend the lead 9-4. 13-6 now. A big Yankee lead here, bottom of the 9th. Ryan Spilbros is up against Steve Sundra. 2 outs. Sundra gets the ground ball to short. Crosetti makes it, and the Yankees bounce right back. After being down 4-0 in this game, they put 7 up in the 5th inning and continue from there. 13 runs off of Colorado pitching here at Coors Field to get their first win of the series. Tommy Heinrich with the grand slam, the big blow in the game, 3 for 4. Red Rolf also had a home run and 3 RBIs. Olivo started the game well for the Rockies. He had a homer and 3 RBIs, but Chachin couldn't hold it, and neither could the Rockies, as Game 3 puts the Yankees squarely back into the series. The road team winning all 3 games so far. We'll move to the crucial Game 4. Red Ruffing will take the mound against Jeff Francis of the Rockies, as the Yankees try to get even and win yet again on the road, and Colorado tries to pull further ahead and rebound from their loss. Let's head out now to Colorado. So here we go. A beautiful evening in Denver. We have a threat here by the home team. Troy Tulowitzki up there, bottom of the 1st. 2 on, 1 out. And Tulowitzki lines a shot to center. That's going to get down past DiMaggio. It's going to score, looks like 2. A 2-run double by Tulowitzki to start the 1st inning here in the game for the Rockies. They go up 2-0. Red Ruffing in some trouble now as Ian Stewart steps up there. And Stewart hits another one to center. DiMaggio on the run. But this ball's going to get out and over. Ian Stewart with a 420-foot home run, and the Rockies put 2 more on the board. It is 4-0 now with Miguel Olivo, as Ruffing has been battered here. And this one goes down the right field line, so I don't know if Ruffing's going to make it out of the 1st inning. Olivo's going to have a triple. He can move for a catcher. Still only 1 out. 5-0 now. We'll move to the 2nd. With Red Rolf up there and 2 on. Rolf will hit it to center. That ball's going to get off the wall. So Red Rolf gets the Yankees on the board here with an RBI double. Dexter Fowler retrieving that baseball. The Yanks put up 3, and it's 5-3 now. We move to the 3rd inning. Both pitchers having a rough day. Harley Keller comes up. And Keller will line this one to center. Fowler's going to have to go get that one. Keller's going to make it to 3rd with a leadoff triple here in the 3rd inning. It's another wild one at Coors Field where offense reigns, and we're seeing it again today. Here's Heinrich, runner on 3rd. Heinrich will hit this one to 3rd. Plays made there. The run, however, will score. It's 5-4 now. Bottom of the 3rd. Pitcher up Francis with 2 out and 2 on. He hits it back up the middle. Francis helping his own cause with the base hit. with 2 outs, and it's 6-4 now, Colorado. Bases loaded. Atley Donald is the pitcher for the Yankees. 2 outs, and Cargo's up there. 7-4 is the score. And Gonzalez is gonna hit it into the gap. This could clear the bases. It will. 3 runs on the Gonzalez double. 2 out. Big hit. Colorado now leads 10-4. 10-5. Yankees coming right back. Charlie Keller up there with the bases loaded. Aaron Cook on the mound. Only 1 out. There's ball 4, so that'll be a walk and a run for the Yankees. 10-6. Just another day at the office at Coors Field. Here's Heinrich. And Heinrich will lift this one. That'll drop into left. That's going to score another run. 10-7. Here come the Bombers, making a run back into this game. And DiMaggio up. He represents the go-ahead run. Aaron Cook has to pitch to him, and he strikes out DiMaggio. Oh my, DiMaggio, who rarely strikes out in a big spot. And here's Bill Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker goes back to the mound. Play made at first, so the Rockies allow 3 in the inning. It could have been a lot worse. The 10-7 score remains. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Jonathan Herrera with a 1 out. This one's hit deep to right field. It gets down. This is going to play 2 runs. It's another triple. 2 more runs for Colorado. 12-7 the score. The Yankee pitching has just been murdered pretty much all series. We move now to the 9th. 13-7. Colorado with 18 hits to boot. The Yankees here in the 9th facing Octavio Dotel. 2 outs for Crosetti. And there's strike 3. Dotel gets Crosetti striking him out. And the Rockies get a huge win here in game number 4 to take a 3-1 series lead against the Yankees. Ian Stewart 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a home run. Carlos Gonzalez 3 RBIs of his own. And Miguel Olivo continues his wonderful series, 3 for 3 with a triple, 2 runs scored. You see there the crooked numbers all over the scoreboard. Colorado scoring 10 runs in the first 3 innings, 13 runs in the first 4 innings before settling down, but it was too much for the Yankees to overcome. And now, fans, as we move to game number 5, Colorado has a chance to close out this series, and they do so by sending their ace, Ubaldo Jimenez, to the mound to shut down the Yankees. A big surprise so far in this series. No one really expecting the Yankees to go down this easily, so let's see if they can recover. But it's been their pitching that's been the problem. And game 6 now seems a mile away for New York. To get it back home, they're going to have to win here in game 5. So let's head out to the action and see if Colorado can pull out the upset and beat the Yankees. So here we go, Coors Field. We have Frankie Crosetti leading off the ball game. Top of the first inning. Ubaldo Jimenez trying to close out this series for the Rockies. A big night in Colorado. See if the Rockies can do it. And Crosetti will start the game with a shot into the gap, and that'll be extra bases for Crosetti. A double here to lead off the first inning. We can expect more runs of high quantity today, but no. We'll move ahead so far to the 4th inning. We are scoreless. Jimenez and Russo in a battle here as Melvin Mora's up, bottom of the 4th. Mora's going to hit for extra bases. Mora going for 3. A 1-out triple by Mora. Melvin Mora with a big hit here in the 4th inning off Russo. No result from the triple. We'll move to the sixth now. Jimenez himself at the plate. Only 3 hits in this game. What a contrast we have here today. Jimenez comes through on his own here with a shot to left. He will get extra bases. A leadoff double by Jimenez. So Jimenez doing it all. Pitching so far a 1-hitter. He just doubled to left. And here comes Mora now with 1 out. Runner on second. And that's hit to right. That's going to get down, and the Rockies are going to take the lead here in game number 5. A double by Mora. He's already tripled. He scores Jimenez 1-0 Colorado in this crucial game to try to end this series. Red Wolf now up. We're in the 8th inning. A 2-hitter being pitched out by Jimenez. There's strike 3. Ubaldo Jimenez has just been lights out here today. Here's Selkirk, still 1-0. Selkirk hits the ground ball to right. That'll be a single. Only the 3rd Yankee hit in this ball game. That'll bring up Crosetti. Crosetti too short. Tulo's got it. Turn to first. Not in time, but they get the force at second. Slow roller, just couldn't be scooped up quick enough. And here's Charlie Keller with 2 outs. It's coming down to the wire here for the Yanks. Here's a ground ball. That's going to go to second and making the run and beating the runner to the backs, Tulowitzki. The Rockies continue the 1-0 lead. Let's see what happens here as we close this game out. Lefty Gomez has come on to face Todd Helton here in the bottom of the 8th. And here's a roller up the middle by Helton. That's a base hit. Todd Helton gets on here as the Rockies look for insurance. They won't get it, and we'll move to the 9th. It is all now down to Houston Street, who needs 3 outs to close out this series. An amazing 1-0 game at Coors. Not often you see that scoreline. Here's Joe DiMaggio to lead off the inning. DiMaggio goes the other way. He's going to start the inning with a single. So DiMaggio representing the tying run now. Oh, Gordon at the plate. And Street strikes out Gordon. A big strikeout there on a changeup. So 1 out here for Tommy Heinrich. Tying run on first base. Heinrich will line this to second. Play at second is made. Relay to first. Double play. Series game over. The Colorado Rockies have wrapped it up. A very impressive series and a very impressive game number 5. 1-0 thanks in part or great part to the magic of Ubaldo Jimenez, who went 8 strong. Struck out 8. Allowed only 3 hits. Marius Russo tried to battle for the Yankees, but no offensive support. Melvin Mora drove in the only run of the game with a double. He also tripled. That all came in the 6th inning. And Houston Street with his 3rd save, not allowing a run at all. And in 5 games, to everyone's surprise, the Colorado Rockies have eliminated the 1940 New York Yankees, a team from a dominated era by the Yankees that the performance here you would expect to be better. It was not. Miguel Olivo there hit .438 for the series. Helton and Herrera with 4 RBIs. But it was the pitching that you can really point out to. Ubaldo Jimenez 2-0 in the series. 1.29 ERA. He struck out 14 men. He was the winner in Game 1 and in Game 5. Jason Hamill pitched decently there as well in his win in Game 2. Some issues there by some other arms in the Rockies rotation. But the bullpen, very strong. Houston Street with 3 saves. Octavio Dotel worked 2 scoreless innings. The Rockies did what they had to do, and the offense did what it had to do in beating New York in 5. For the Yanks, Red Wolf with 5 RBIs. Joe DiMaggio 350, but only 4 RBIs. 2 homers in the entire series for the Yanks. Just not going to cut it. The pitching, you see Russo pitched well in his 2 games, but he lost both of them with a 3.27 ERA. Bonham got roughed up a little bit. as did Monte Pearson and some of the other arms out of the pen for the Yanks. It just wasn't their series. The series MVP, I'm going to go with Ubaldo Jimenez. The star of the Colorado pitching staff was all that and more. 2-0, 129 ERA. He allowed 2 earned runs in his 14 innings of work, struck out 14, a .86 whip. Really a strong series by Ubaldo, and he capped it off with that wonderful Game 5 performance in a 1-0 win at, of all places, Coors Field. So that's a wrap. A surprise, an upset, and a fairly easy one, as the 2010 Colorado Rockies are celebrating tonight. They beat the 1940 New York Yankees 4-1. We're glad you can join us here on Out of the Park Baseball 20 for all of our matchups. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back again with you very shortly with another one. Thanks for joining us again. Hope you're following. Hope to see you again soon.